Okay, now we're going to just add a few final details to this, to the top view, and then we'll sort of translate over to the side view. Um, so here we've got this sort of setback, and then we also have this rib on the side. So first I'm going to deal with the setback. So I'm going to copy the primary shape and then paste it. Oops. I meant paste in front, so that's going to sit right on top. And now I can sort of manipulate this as a single object. So I'm going to line that up, and then I'm going to hold down Shift so I scale from the center. And then I want to keep these curves, so I'm going to use the white arrow to select these points. And actually, if I look here, you can see it only sets back a little bit. So I'm going to zoom in, make sure I get that point. And then we'll just slide it back using the nudge key, so the arrow keys. So that looks pretty good. I think I squished it in on the horizontal axis a little bit too much, so I'm going to hold down the Option key so it scales from the center and slide it back out, because I think I want it that bit, because basically this is a detail line. It's not a hard edge, it's sort of a curve. So we're going to sort of treat it similarly to the way we treated this detail, where it's basically just a fillet that wraps around. So we'll use the scissors again to basically cut some breaks in it, which is really just a way of indicating that it's not a sharp edge, it's a soft edge. Okay. So, and this is really sort of up to you as the designer to decide where you think the breaks make the most sense. I think having another break here, using the white arrow to basically select that line segment, and maybe another break here. And again, it's good if you can be symmetrical with these. So I'd add another break here, and you get those nice little hints that tell you when you're lined up with another piece. And then I'll just select that line segment, and that should be good. And just like we did here, we'll select all of these. Make sure that they're 0.5 point. And then we'll also add a rounded over cap. Okay, and so then the final detail is this little ridge here. So we can use the rectangle tool. Actually, let's start with an ellipse. So we'll have an ellipse on the center line. And then we'll look at the size of that under transform. So it's 0.15, so that's okay. We'll just make sure it's an even 0.15 inches. And then we'll draw a rectangle. Deselect, draw the rectangle. That should snap right to that. Okay, so now we just want to, we'll make sure that's also 0.15. It is. We'll select both of these just to make sure that they're completely aligned. We'll select align center, and then here you can see with the little center of the shape, it's not right on the center guide for the top view, so we just want to get that lined up. Okay, and then the last thing we do is we use the pathfinder to combine the two shapes. So now we have a fully resolved shape. Okay, so now we'll take this, and we have to work on the stacking order again because this is sitting above the nozzle. So we'll select all of these, deselect these, and then we'll go to Object, Arrange, Bring to Front. Okay, then we'll add fills to the closed shapes. There we go. So that's the first step. And if we'll hide the sketch again. So now we have the top view all sorted out. And now then in the next video I'll show you how to project over to the side view.